When my daughters were 4 and 5 years old, I realized they had never been to the beach. Because of me. We live 10 minutes from the beach, but I always have an excuse. Too much sand, too hot, I have a headache. Any excuse to avoid wearing a swimsuit. One day, some friends invited me on a vacation in Greece, and I realized I'm going to have to face my worst fear and wear a swimsuit. I couldn't even get excited about the overseas vacation. All I could think about was my big body in a swimsuit for all the world to see. I remember sitting by the pool, fully dressed in the hot sun, stalling, just dreading the moment when I should have to undress and expose my pasty white body. Near me, two beautiful, skinny women with small bikini are sitting and talking about their body, about their flab in their belly, their cellulite, their imperfect chest. And I thought to myself, if they think that about their bodies, what should I think about mine? And I started to wonder, why do we always want to look different? Why do we feel that how we are is never enough? At the time, I didn't know the answer, but I realized something very important. When women say hateful words about themselves, they hurt the women around them because the conversation creates legitimacy for others to think and say the same things. So I felt I must do something, so I stood up, took off my clothes, and jumped in the water. It was such a pleasure. It's hard to describe. The water caressing my body made me feel completely free. When I proudly get up from the water, I sat by the pool. I just had to share the experience online because for me, if it's not online, it didn't happen. So I took a selfie and wrote a post. I got a lot more comments than I expected. Lots of women wrote that they also want to wear swimsuits and feel comfortable with their body. When I back from vacation, I decided to start sell swimsuits in my boutique. Instead of a standard model, I took a deep breath and asked the fashion photographer to take pictures of me. The campaign went viral, and all swimsuits sold out. For the next campaign, I decided to take photos of 4 or 5 of my online followers. I posted an audition and went to bed. In the morning, I went online and I was shocked. Over 1,000 women applied. We shot an amazing campaign with 160 women that summer. Tens of thousands of women around the country bought swimsuits and went to the beach for the first time in years. I felt I created a legitimacy for more women to make peace with their bodies and feel comfortable to expose it. So, why do we always want to look different? Why do we feel that how we are is never enough? Women develop hatred towards parts of their bodies. Some hate their feet, others the knees, waist, hips, stomach, believe it or not, even the toes. What are we? A spare parts shop? Many women ask me why their daughter, who is so beautiful, hates her body. And I always explain it all begins at home. When a mother hates parts of her body in the mirror, she hurts her children. When she's saying things like, my arms are too fat, or try to put her stomach in, her daughter, who's sitting there and watching, learns exactly what to hate. She develops a self-image that will take years to change. And her son also learns what to like or dislike in the girls he will meet. I remember a short while ago, a mother and daughter came into my studio, and I immediately knew. It was complicated between them. The mother was small, and the girl was big. The girl was looking for answers, and the mom was looking to cover up the girl. Every item the girl tried on, her mom didn't like. She wanted longer sleeves to hide the girl's arms and longer skirts to hide her knees. We tried another dress and another. And with each new item, the girl looked in the mirror, and a tiny smile started to form on her lips. And then I told the girl, you know, you are so beautiful. I want you to model my collection. I saw that her mom was shocked. So I gave them a few moments alone, and then I walked up to the girl. She put her hand on mine and whispered, "Thank you." The media and the fashion industry idolize just one kind of beauty. And even the most powerful women in the world support it without meaning to. Oprah Winfrey, a woman I love, who has done amazing things and inspires millions, keeps telling us about starting a new diet. And what is Oprah actually telling us, without meaning to? That weight is the enemy, and happiness lies in being thin. And that is one of the reasons we keep our high school jeans in the closet. Dear Oprah, you are beautiful, just the way you are. So, when we go shopping and can't find clothes that fit us, we think something is wrong with us, and it has a deep impact beyond the jeans we wear. Women find themselves trying to be less visible in all sorts of situations. We try to fit in and not stand out. So please don't tell me your jeans will make me 2 sizes smaller. This is not a compliment. These are diminishing words that want me to pay lots of money to look like someone else. I refuse to play this game. I believe there is no woman who is not beautiful, only a woman who doesn't realize she's beautiful. And each of you is beautiful, just the way you are. Every day, I wake up in a mission to help women realize themselves and be happy with their body. The clothes I design are just one tool to change society. We need to fit the clothes to our bodies and not fit our bodies to clothes. That's why I reproduced one dress 100 times. 100 women in various shapes and sizes wore the dresses, highlighting the beauty in human diversity. That was also my concept of my collection in Israel's Fashion Week. For the first time in history of this event, women ages 17 to 70 in various sizes all modeled together, representing my brand. Next year, we've been invited to Fashion Week in New York. The fashion show and the 100 dresses and the swimsuits were no big deal for my daughters. In their reality, the norm is the beauty found in human diversity, and not just one kind of beauty. This is a reality that all children should have. When I was a child, I didn't have a role model built like me, someone to look at and say, I want to be like her when I grow up. I hope to be a role model. I hope my daughters can look at me and think she has a soft, comfy stomach. She's amazing. And she is my inspiration.